right, Cosette's going to give a report today. What is your report going to be on, Cosette?
My report is on epochs, however you say that word. Don't know if you say the O there or owl.
Would you point to it?
That one.
Epoch.
Epochs, eras, and the emergence of life.
Oh, yes.
And this is a chart that's going to be hard to explain because they all kind of run together, so it's going to be hard to show section by section. Right here is the tertiary.
These are very challenge words, aren't
section,
they?
And that's when the mammals came in.
So why don't you start at the beginning? At the beginning would be the bottom, wouldn't it? That's the oldest and come forward. So we begin at the very first one, which is at the bottom.
This is the Proterozoic or the Precambrian section when the Earth was cooling.
Ah,
It had bubbles to show that it was cooling.
nice.
And this is the Cambrian section. It's the sponges, the trilobites were one of the first ones to come into that section, and then the mollusks, the echinoderms, and then that's that section. And this is the
Does this remind us of Zachary's report yesterday? It's just a little laid out a little differently. It's a timeline. Both were timelines. So, Cosette, this is a timeline shown in a different way. It goes from the bottom up, and his went from the side out. Keep going.
And this is the Ordovician section, and the sponges, the
Looks like those kept growing. Look, they started in the prior period, but they kept going. So let's see what started in this period. Take your finger across to see what might have started in this period.
Looks like the sponges and the
Colintrates? Colintrates. These are tricky words. They're scientific.
protozoans and flowers and
But it looks like that they started before that. Do you see the difference? They started way back here. Yes, and so they just kept going, but they didn't start. So we're going to only look for those things that start. Is there anything that starts in this period?
in this period, let's see, the thing that starts in this period I think is the crustaceans start in that period.
They really start to blossom. They started small here, but then they really went whoa and took off, didn't they?
And then look, this one didn't start. It's already started. Looks like the jawless fishes start right here.
Right. So
And
tell us what things start when. It shows each era.
And then there's the Silurian period. That looks like the things that begin there are the only thing are the placiderms that start there.
All right.
And then in the Devonian, the insects start. And then the cartilaginous fishes start in that period. And also the bony fishes and also the amphibians.
Great.
And then in the carnivorous section, in that section, nothing started. Everything was just kept
Continuing.
going. And then there's the
The what?
Permian.
Okay, that's a good stab at it. I'm not sure if that's correct.
And what started there was the reptiles. there's the Jurassic, and the birds started in the Jurassic. And the Cretaceous period. In that period, everything was just going, and nothing was newly started. Everything was just going. In the Terry period, the mammals came.
And we are a mammal.
Well, we're in the timber.
And we were the last mammal, perhaps.
Yeah.
The last mammal. The other mammals came before us, and then the mammal of man arrived.
And the sponges and the traits and the protozoans form a protozoans lower animals section.
Okay.
And the flatworms, annelids, arachnoids, crustaceans, insects, and mollusks form an arthropod mollusk superphylum.
Good job.
And the echinoderms and the
Echinoderms. Uh-huh.
and the pre-vertebrates, means they're not vertebrates.
Right.
Fishes, cartilaginous fishes, bony fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals are in the echinoderm vertebrate
Echinoderm. Oh, that's amazing. We can see it from the top and the bottom.
And these dotted lines are to show the assumed connection between each section.
Nice. Cosette, I think you've done a marvelous job of explaining your chart. I don't think that we could really ask any questions. It's very self-explanatory. It just shows when everything began, so let's acknowledge Cosette. Good job, Cosette. Good job. All right.